What is good, the good people of YouTube? How you
Yeah.
darn? How you darn? It is good to be back. We are here with another real rookie draft. Your boy is back in the building. Um, just didn't feel right last stream, the draft not being there.
Just didn't feel right, he said. Now he's here, pulling through.
Missing out on the fun, you know.
So take us through what's been happening. If you want, you don't have to.
Dude.
You don't have to say. You don't have to say if you don't want to.
It's just a
But I know the people want to know
so much. I mean, basically, it's essentially just a chronic illness I'm currently dealing with. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate all the kind words. But just trying to adjust to what that looks like and how to manage that as I go. But from what I understand, first off, the hospital was just chaos. You know, all this talk about how Australia is so good, free healthcare. Healthcare's dog shit.
It's actually shit. It's actually shit. I've been to the hospital a couple times.
The healthcare here, there's like this whole like aura, like, well, no, Australia's so good. Like America should get free healthcare, just like Australia. It's like, with as much respect, like I appreciate what they do, but the public healthcare system that's free here is genuinely dog shit.
If it's not life threatening, they're not going to help you.
No.
Like, sorry, let me rephrase that. I think if they will help you, just on their own time. So, and I guess that's what free healthcare is.
I've been dealing with like these, I guess like what they're basically hives is what they look like. I don't know if anyone's ever had hives out there before, but
you still have them, like, or is it
at the moment they're under control because of some changes I'm making. But they essentially, it feels like you want to tear your skin off. It's the itchiest thing you've ever felt. Now imagine that all over your body. So pretty much we finished streaming last week, and that night I went to the GP, general practitioner here, got worse, and on Friday of last week went to the hospital, and they thought it was an allergic reaction, so they put me through and they pumped me full of steroids, sent me home, and you know, the next morning I wake up and it's just as bad, you know. Like, it's the steroids helped, but only for a period of time. They weren't really the answer, if you will. So went back into the hospital the next day. This is where the public health system just sucks. All right, so I go into the hospital around 3 p.m. Badaki, okay? I get seen, but I'm in the waiting room till 7 p.m. All right, so that's 4 hours. So I get seen. I get put into a front of house bed. All right, they're checking me out. They say, hey, you need to see an immunologist. You need to see this. We're doing this type of blood work, whatever, right? So I'm thinking, all right. And the nurse says to me, you're going to be staying right here tonight. We want to move you to a ward. Maybe a bed will open up. We want to move you upstairs to a ward. Maybe a bed will open up, but we're going to keep you right here for the night at minimum, okay? I'm like, all right, so whatever. So they're giving me these different drugs. They want to pump me full of adrenaline. I'm like, I don't think adrenaline's what I need. Basically, it feels like they're just having a go at a bunch of different things. They're like, let's try that. Let's try this. So I'm like, guys, I don't want to try all this stuff, all right? So let me speak to an immunologist. Anyway, they said, we're going to keep you overnight, and you'll probably go home in the morning. So around 9 p.m., I've been in that bed for 2 hours now. They've been monitoring me. Around 9 p.m. Remember, I got there at 3 p.m. They tell me, hey, I'm really sorry. We're going to have to ask you to go back in the waiting room. Like, wait a second.
Wait, what? After they gave you a bed?
Yeah. I'm literally in a bed. And they tell me I'm going to sleep either in that bed tonight or they're going to move me up to a ward because they have to monitor me overnight. I said, we're going to have to ask you to go out in the waiting room. Waiting room is... I imagine hell will be what the waiting room is at an Australian public hospital. I imagine that will be what hell is like. Just a perpetual waiting in an Australian hospital waiting room. So they said, I'm sorry. Basically, there were 4 beds in that room. And there was 3 women over the age of 70 and me. And I said, you're going to have to leave. So they kicked me back out. And they say, you can't leave. I said, I'll come back in the morning and speak to the immunologist. No, you can't leave, or when you come back, you have to go through the entire system again, right? So essentially, they tell me, just go sleep in your car or go hang out in your car. Latest at 12 p.m., we'll have a bed for you midnight. I said, this is crazy, but all right, whatever. So we go in the car.
Westmead?
This is Westmead. We go in the car. Me and Karina are in the car watching Survivor on her laptop. It's 12. We go back in. We don't have anything for you. Okay, can I go home and sleep in my bed? Because I have Crohn's disease, and if I don't sleep well, it's going to become a bigger problem. No, you can't leave. You can't leave. We need you to see an immunologist. All right, well, is it immunologist here? No, they're not here. It's a weekend.
Mental.
So let me go home. All right, well, if you go home, you can't.
That's not a foul.
You can't go home. If you do go home, then you're going to have to go through the entire system again, right? I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? So I'm like, all right, we'll wait a couple more hours. So I'm like in and out of sleep. It is 5 a.m. at this point. I'm talking to the chat now. You guys are the ones actually listening.
I'm watching the
Knicks game. It is 5 a.m. at this point.
I'm doing both here.
All right, I'm talking to you, chat. You guys care. It's 5 a.m. at this point. I walk back into the hospital, and they still don't have a bed for me. 5 a.m. My neck is destroyed in the car. I'm like, I'm going home, guys. Like, honestly, I'm going home at this point. Like, you tell me I need to see an immunologist. There's no immunologist here.
Yeah.
So they finally put me in a bed at 6 a.m. That is 11 hours. Or that is, at that point, 15 hours since I got to the hospital. And they put me in a bed. It's not even where I'm supposed to be. And for the next 5 hours, I'm waiting next to a guy who's handcuffed to a bed. He's broken his back in 4 different spots. He's handcuffed to the bed. And every 30 minutes, he's screaming at the top of his lungs that he wants to end his life.
This is Australia, by the way, not America. If you're watching us for the first time, we live in Australia.
There is no peace there at all. And anyway, it got to be 2 p.m. the next day. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I need to see someone. I need to go home. Anyway, it ended up being like essentially a 24-hour trip that ended with a 15-minute conversation with an immunologist and told me what was going on. Essentially, it's a chronic illness. He says it's going to last 6 to 12 months. He doesn't really know. There's not really a proper way to diagnose it, but there's certain things that I'm doing to get it under control. But I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Badaki for holding it down. And I'm back. So I appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. But we are back and we are here, ready to do our thing. Yeah, if you're in the chat, do us a favor, hit that like button. We got a like goal today. Let's set it for 250. Let's set a like goal of 250.
300.
And if you notice at the top, we are 10 subscribers away from 13,000.
That's right.
Just 10 subscribers away from 13,000. So we are getting very, very close.
It's pretty exciting, actually, being there, guys. So if you guys have been lurkers, only 10 subscribers away, we appreciate the subscribe. If not, it's all good. But we do have a real rookie draft here with the Echo League. We appreciate all the people that have been supporting us in the Echo League and all the other leagues as well. A couple ground rules as we are going after, that horrific story that Zach basically told us. We appreciate each and every one of you, but we do have a couple ground rules that we do want to go through. And basically, code word cinnamon. You kind of already seen it a couple times. We do not want to talk about players that hasn't been drafted. So if you see a player and be like, I cannot believe, Daniel Jones is not off the board, don't say his name, because maybe somebody is scheming to get him and people are going and they're falling down the board. Okay. We do have a trade window. So remember, whoever's in the Echo League, to call your trade window, and then that's going to be activated here. We do have a comp pick at the end of the second round for the person that wins the toilet bowl, and we will be transitioning to 3 minutes at the end of the second, or going into the third round, I guess you can say here. But 5 minutes for each pick. Thank you so much for waiting. As Zach was telling that story here, and we can kind of get into it now once you're ready here, Zach, if you have any other things to say. But yeah,
we will be using the land method.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah,
land method will be active 5 minutes and then 3 minutes, and everyone's got a trade window. But let's go ahead and start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Y'all hear that?
Is he trying to get your attention? That's what happens when you have. And hey, let me get a go Knicks in the chat, huh? Let's go up 2-0 at the Garden. Something special is happening in New York.
Hopefully we'll be ready for Caleb Williams in a couple of years. I mean, we've got this is one of my least favorite teams. There's about 2 teams I really dislike in all my leagues. This is one of them. We are pretty rough. We had CeeDee Lamb, Travis Etienne. We sold them before the draft. But at the moment, we've got Bryce Young. We've got Tajay, Kendre Miller. We've got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Terry McLaurin. We got Kyle Pitts. So we got some foundational pieces, but we've kind of looked at this draft as an opportunity to restart. Caleb Williams, I have been shopping him. Let me just let everyone know, all those people, to everyone who has been talking to me for the 101, speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, I'll give them a couple seconds. There's been like 4 or 5 people that I've discussed certain deals with.
Trying to get that 101. Uh-oh. Caleb could be moving. Caleb could be on the move.
Here.
Well, good thing you have the land method. You do have the option to call your trade window here as well, but no pressure. You do you. I gotta put some music in the background. So
Joey says, "Take that Yankees hat off."
Zach doesn't know, but he's a Yankee Knicks supporter and a Giants supporter. Look at all those hats he has. He loves the New York teams. He has a Jets cap as well.
I love hats.
That makes sense.
I'll tell you
that makes sense to me.
I love some hats.
It just makes sense. I always knew you wanted to be a New York fan, no matter what. Doesn't matter what team you support. You probably got a Rangers hat somewhere. Name another white boy named Dante. I'll wait.
Are we going to talk about the Knicks this entire stream?
We are. We definitely are. I guarantee you we are.
It's got to be so boring for a viewer to just watch you talk about the Knicks for 2 hours.
Not at all. I mean, they talk about us about fantasy football for 2 hours.
Brizzleton, I hear you, man. I got a lot of hats out there. I'm in rotation.
My plug name is Dante.
All right. We are... let me just make a phone call. Chet, okay, hold on. People are changing their mind now. See, as soon as you get on the clock.
As soon as you get on the clock. Uh-oh. People backing out? People backing out here.
No, people are back in.
Oh, people back in. Excuse me. People are back in. Zach's cooking right now. You do have 8 minutes left on the clock. Just FYI.
Yeah, I don't want to call my trade window here, so let's get this deal done.
I guess Zach does also have the 110, the 204, and the 301 with a couple seconds as well. I had the 111 in this league, but I traded away earlier in the off season for Kirk Cousins, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Chase Stump just sent me a message and said, just letting you know I'm out on the 101. I'm standing on business. Which I love to see. So, Cheddar Bob's on the clock here.
Oh, Cheddar Bob is on the clock. So what's the 101? You got a deal here. We got a deal going. OG, triple OG, brother. Talk it up.
I'm
Cheddar Bob is on the clock.
This is going to be for Caleb. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean he can go auto pick and it would give him
So
Caleb there.
there
Talk to us through this trade.
there are honestly, I think most of the people in our league would know this. I have talked to I think 7 people about moving the 101. Anyone who would listen, because the reality is I want Caleb Williams on every single team, but this team in particular, this team sucks. So I need to just extract as much value as I possibly can in this league in every deal I make. So as much as I wanted Caleb Williams, there were a lot of deals out there, and I'm trying to get market value. Market value is pretty high right now for the 101. I mean, you guys have probably seen those deals going around, but essentially the deal was I got the 104 and a future first, and Cheddar Bob gets Caleb Williams. So I moved back to the 104.
Okay.
And pick up a future first. I just need to stack future capital. I need more shots at this thing. This team is bad, really bad. So I'm just going to keep taking shots and shots and shots and staying in a good draft. I wanted to stay in that top 5, and we got a deal done.
Okay. Okay. So he gets the 104 and a 25 first. He moves back a couple spots here. Let's see who he's going to take at the 104. Now is UD on the clock. UD has a couple draft picks here. The 112, that's who I traded that 111 for. He also has a 202, 203, 205, 206, and the 210 with a 3rd and a 4th. So it's going to be an interesting draft here. My team, I'll tell you my team here. I know you guys want to see the team, but I'll tell you my team. This team is competing. This is one of my competing teams that finished. It's Dante, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, James Cook, Puka Nacua, T. Higgins, David Njoku, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Kirk Cousins. I got Chris Godwin, Ramondre Stevenson, Darnell Mooney on the bench there with Justin Fields, Wan'Dale Robinson, Michael Wilson as well. So this team is a competing team. Like I said, I finished second. I guess I was a runner-up to the championship. It's Jalen. Bang, baby. So, I thought I can go out and get a quarterback because that was my biggest need this past year. I had Justin Fields, so I needed to go get somebody else. I went trade my 111 early in the off season for Kirk Cousins, and like I said, I just don't know how I feel about it now.
Yeah, no one's paying that now, but you couldn't have seen that deal
I couldn't have seen that coming. When I say early in the off season, I mean like really early. I probably did that in, I don't know, early March. I probably did that trade. But hey, it's okay. I got a quarterback, and we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, my team: Bryce Young, Tajay, Kendre, Terry, Amon-Ra, Kyle Pitts, Jameson, very, very weak. But we wanted as many picks as possible, as many shots. So we're trying to build that inventory. So as our team is dog shit, there's a reason for it.
There's a reason for it.
It's not fun when your team is dog shit and you have no future picks. That's not fun.
Now, Sack on the U's on the clock.
Yeah.
Looks like he's probably trying to fill some offers, unless you're probably cooking up there.
No.
So did they give you any sort of like, is only like, no sort, like they gave you some sort of cream, antihistamine?
It's an antihistamine, yeah. It's like a one you get from the hospital.
And has it happened again, or has it broken out again in the past?
No, because I just keep following what their treatment plan, I guess.
And what things have you changed? So have you changed like the way you eat again, or is that caused by it? Is it caused by like you changing your laundry detergent?
Because I have a weaker immune system. People with autoimmune diseases are more prone to it. I think it's like 1% or something of the world. So shout out to that. That's sick.
So that's the 1%. Hey, exclusive club. That club you don't want to be in, I guess.
C-Bomb.
There goes Marvin Harrison Jr.
on the clock as Oodlehack takes Marvin there.
Now C-bombs on the clock. So the Nuggets will go back. C-bomb here seem also in the, I would say, a rebuild. Someone similar to Zach, Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, Will Levis. Running backs are not there. Wide receivers are also not there. Best player on his team looks like a Trey McBride for C-bomb. Man. Get me in there, man. Preston, yeah, we definitely take super chats, brother. If it's concerning a player that has not gone off the board yet, we
C-bomb's
will
calling trade window, by the way. Sorry, go
okay.
ahead.
C-bomb is calling the trade window, but if it is concerning a player that's currently not off the board, we will hold from actually talking about that player until after he's off the board. But you're more than welcome to drop a super chat at any time if you like, even if it's not regarding any of these players, maybe these rookies here. So we appreciate you there. Joshua said, "Go Knicks, talk it up." You're gonna miss that shot. He makes it. That's all good. So trade window for C-bomb at the 103. Looks like he might be trying to get something else here as well. I just don't got nothing. I got nothing to offer, brother. I wish I could. Oh, Dante.
A bit sad. That was my only shot at Caleb.
Is it? So not,
That was my only shot at Caleb. No.
I think my only shot at Caleb is in. I actually think the Foxtrot League. Yeah, it's the Foxtrot League, the ones that we're gonna be doing next week. Yeah, Sparrow said Foxtrot. Oh boy. This full court pressure by the Pacers getting the Knicks getting their panties in a bunch. Well, Brunson's not in, so they're definitely doing something different here. Let's go.
Sorry guys, I'm just talking deals right now.
No, you're good. Styles. So what picks you guys have? I said I had the second. I have a second and a third. Zach has another 2 firsts and the 204. Jesse, thank you for the super chat. He says questions in the chat was too big, too much for the love there. Jesse said Caleb Williams and Mostert in a 12-man 2-point tight end premium for the 103 on at 24 first. My team's competing, but I'm getting older. And look, he's still at the 103 right now. I don't know if that necessarily matters, but let's just wait for a little bit until we can answer that question. So don't let us forget when it does come down to your answer. I don't want to influence the draft in any way. So Caleb Williams, Mostert in a 12-man, 2-point tight end premium for the 103 and a 25 first. My team's competing, but I'm getting older. My quarterbacks are Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. Come on, get the rebound, boys. There's 4 people on. Thank you. Josh Hart, baby. C-Bomb has about 40 seconds on the clock, according to this. Maybe a little bit less than that. NFL schedule release next week. Yeah, I'm excited for that. A lot of people are talking about who the Chiefs are going to open up with. I was watching Rich Eisen's show, and a lot of people really want like the Chargers to open up with the Chiefs. A lot of people want the Ravens to open up with the Chiefs, but I think Rich Eisen said he was thinking about the Bengals. Bengals are a good one there. C-Bomb is back on the clock here with the next 3 minutes. Come on, baby. Good transitions. Jess, once again, Jesse, do not let us forget about that super chat. Preston with another super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. The 10-team Superflex Star 10-9 tight end premium, Bijan, Algier, the 301 or the 106 JSN, and the 25 mid to late. Got tons of picks and young assets, but not a contender at the moment. Bijan, Algier, the 301 or the 106 JSN. According to the community, you can get Bijan. Last time we spoke about Bijan Robinson, you can get Bijan for a top 3 pick. So according to this, you're probably losing value. According to the community, we've always said the 105, the 104 to the 105 is a good start when it does come down to acquiring someone like Bijan Robinson. The 106 and JSN. I mean, I actually think 106 JSN and a 25 first. You're getting a good value there. And at 106 in this draft, I think you still get a decent quarterback. I actually would be okay taking that. There goes Jaden Daniels off the board.
All right. Here I am. Do I call my trade window here? I just need people to know this pick is available.
Okay.
If you want it,
the pick's available, he says.
it will cost a quarterback plus something. Or let's talk to Mile High here.
Tied up and at the end of the first. Come on, baby. Zach's on the clock here, cooking once again. He currently traded away the 101. He just acquired the 104 and a 25 first. So let's see. Jesse, I would say Caleb and Mostert in 12 man for the 103 and a 25 first. I mean, Zach essentially just did that trade. So, and his team is not a competing team. So if you are a competing team and maybe wanted to transition, trying to get the 103, like you can see here at the 103 was Jaden Daniels. I'll be okay with it. Proofy said you boys going down the Foxtrot League. Proofy, send me a trade, brother. 101's up for grabs. You want the 101, bro? What's crazy is that my team is not. It's not even that bad. Well, actually, it is bad. I have no wide receivers, so let me just say that. I have decent running backs and decent quarterbacks. No wide receivers here, and I only have the 101 in this league. So let me see if I can start making some moves in the Foxtrot League. See, I actually could. Some moves there. I'm gonna send a trade out to somebody right there. I'll sell them. I know you're always in the chat, low key in the Foxtrot League. I'm about to send you something, brother. I'm over here thinking about next week. I got all wide receivers. There you go. Yes, Zach is back. He's over here cooking right now. He has a minute, just over a minute here. He hasn't called his trade window, so he could potentially call his trade window here. Just FYI, if Zach wanted to. I need to write down the trade window, people. Trade window has been C-bomb and only C-bomb. "45 seconds left here for Zach. I would recommend maybe putting somebody on a queue here. 25 seconds. If not, you do your thing. You do your thing. 15 seconds?
Deal's done.
Deal's done. Mile high. On the clock. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hopefully that's what he wanted. So Zach gets another deal done with Mile High. Now he has the 106. Break that down.
Yeah, again, my team's dog shit. So my goal has been take Caleb Williams or get as many future picks as you possibly can. So I move back to the 106 and I pick up a future first. There is the 301 involved in this deal too. But like I said, this team is awful. So let's just keep getting picks. This is what it looks like. 106, 104 swap. I miss out on neighbors, which is unfortunate, but my team just needs value across the board. So I add the 25 first, and we swap the 301 and the 406 in this deal. Like I said, my team is awful. My team is truly awful. So as much as I love Caleb. I want Caleb. I want neighbors. My team just needs anyone and as many hits at that dartboard as possible in future drafts. So
sure.
I think now, if I'm not mistaken, how many picks do we have in future classes? Let me check. So now we have 3 firsts and 25.
Okay.
And 2 firsts and 26.
Yeah, not bad. Moving back twice, getting 2 first-round picks, still having a top 6 pick here. You're gonna let them make the decision for you.
Exactly, and I'll be honest, and C-Bomb knows this. I wanted to move back and get Daniels here in this draft. That was my ultimate goal. But ultimately, the value was elsewhere. The value was just elsewhere in this draft. So as much as I wanted Jaden Daniels, that's my dude, the value led me to a different path. So that's where we are at this very present moment.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Dylan with the super chat. Thank you so much. He said, these land drafts slap. Zach is killing it. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, man. Very kind.
That is awesome.
Did we answer Preston's super chat?
Yes, I did. I said I would be okay taking
Just want to
taking the chance with the 106 there.
I think for sure. NFL schedule release next week. I'm excited about it. Thank everybody for the donations. No, I'm not on auto. That's Mile High. Mile High's on auto, but I'll let him know.
Yeah, he knows. He doesn't have a pick until the third 301, so I think he got Neighbors and he just went to maybe auto.
He was the perfect team for Neighbors. He already had Jackson and Purdy, and Rodgers. I said, look, I'm going to take Neighbors here, but you're the team for Neighbors. I think we both agreed it just made sense for both of us.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how we go here. Missed that free throw. Makes it. That means people have a guy in the queue. Yeah, Henry. I mean, people know that. People know if they want to get a trade done and there's not that much time, that clock doesn't restart for them. So they understand what happens and what's going to happen. So there's no surprise when it comes down to that, and especially in this land method. I think we all know if you're in our follower league, it's pretty well known. C-bomb here with 30 seconds left. Good shit, OB. Ananobi. There goes Drizzy Drake. Right. Now Zach's on the clock. Had the decision made for him. This game is it's crazy right now. Come on, boys. Lock in. Looks like Zach's potentially moving back again.
Maybe. I'm open to it. I probably should stick and pick. I think I might be getting too cute, but it's just too tantalizing to just, hear people out.
Let's wait and see. Oh no, Jalen Brunson, man, not good. Could be over for the series. Brunson's out. You want the 211?
What is your offer? Is that
I have nothing to give you, and there's no one here that you would want. I'll be honest. So I have a bunch of other players here. You like T. Higgins? T. Higgins for the 106? I got nothing. Since you can't answer most questions, Drake or Kendrick. I honestly haven't been following it. Have you been following that Drake or Kendrick stuff?
No, not to the same extent.
Yeah, I haven't been following it at all. Look, I've seen like clips of people breaking it down and how like this Kendrick said Drake has another child and he's like a pedophile and all this other stuff, which is crazy. I don't know what's true.
Yeah. Rainey, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate you big time.
Thank you so much, man.
That's very, very kind of you.
That's awesome. Now you get all those perks and that little goat next to you. You got the baby goat. Saying, does Badaki ever just stream, or does he have to watch it? I only watch it if the game is on. But like normally, I'm just streaming.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything on.
But for non-Knicks fans, it's probably like, all right.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it though.
For NBA fans, people are like, okay, at least he's watching the game.
Oh, that's true. All right, we're going to take JJ McCarthy here at the 106. So we essentially, the way I'm thinking about it is we traded back twice, got a couple future firsts, ends up with JJ. Team is still dog shit, so it was fine whoever we ended up with there anyway. So yeah, that's okay.
Now Tree's on the clock here. I know Tree said that he was interested in selling that 107. What the picks does Tree have? Just the 107 to 207.
Baca says his team's battling it out for a chance to get swept by the Celtics. Celtics are nice, man. They're pretty complete. They're not. New York Knicks, nice.
There you go. You see?
No, they're better than the Knicks for sure. But the Knicks have some aura. The Knicks have some aura that you can't quantify.
There's just something special's happening. And no matter where you're from or where you live, you got to support the Knicks.
Just need Tingus Pingus. I'll be honest, though. You guys are just riding way too hard on your starters. That is not going to carry you deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's a big thing right now because Brunson's not in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think your bench had like 3 points last game.
Yeah. And
it's like you can't be doing that. Like you got to get more from your bench. Treestone says willing to listen if an offer is made. All right, so we'll add JJ McCarthy to this dog shit squad. And to be honest, you could make a case there's not a better add because I don't think JJ starts straight away. So I'm not adding max points to this team. My 25 pick is getting as valuable as it possibly can.
Yeah.
I think that's worked a charm for us there.
Help him.
Yeah, everyone's saying classic Thibs. Yeah, Tom Thibodeau. Thibs lives and dies by the starters. Just look at D Rose. Yeah. Yeah, Thibs is not really a good coach, to be honest. Like he's a good leader, but he has genuinely no strategic bone in his body. It's like, yeah, those are our best players, so we're gonna play them.
You gotta play them. You gotta play the best players.
So do some ISO pick and roll. Sounds good?
That's right. Come on. Keep going. You got some good players? Start them.
I want the Pacers to win so bad. The Knicks are so whack. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the New York Knickerbockers.
And that's okay. That's a personal preference. I don't like whatever team you support. I hate them, actually.
Damn. Haterade. We got a lot of haterade over here.
Now you know how it feels. Those are hurtful words. Just throwing a little bit back.
Bernie says, I miss Josh Hart. Yeah, you got that baby goat now because you're a member. And that your goat will grow over time, by the way. You'll see who else in the chat is a member. I know Wes is a member. He's got that full goat.
Daniel Macy is a member, if I'm not mistaken.
His goat is fully matured. Yeah, Styles in here, Proofy. So your goat grows over time. Mighty. OKC, baby. I mean, they have been talking trash about my Thunder all year long. What'd they say when we entered the playoffs?
Honestly.
We had this dumbass Shannon Sharp, Shannon, on his show saying, the Thunder are the worst one seed in NBA history. Really? Really? We got Keyshawn Johnson talking on Undisputed that the Thunder aren't going to win this series because they have no bench. I'm sorry, do any of the mainstream media even watch the Oklahoma City Thunder? Because if they did, they would know we are one of the deepest benches in the entire NBA. What are you talking about, no bench? You clearly haven't watched a single Thunder game because that is a strength of our team. But these people just don't know who the Thunder are. They just don't know the OKC Thunder. But we're putting it on them, baby. We're putting it on them. Welcome to the Dortcher Chamber, Luka Doncic. Your stay lasts 4 days.
Went down, though, by the way. Just FYI.
Yeah, let's see.
Tree Stump gets Jackson Smith and Jigba 26 first in the 309.
Wow.
For the 107.
Jay Stump. Man, we were just talking this morning about how we were staying loyal to JSN in our leagues. And you flipped my boy First Chance?
Dead to me.
Jay Stump, bro. I mean, I'm sending this to Jackson himself and he's gonna see the disrespect, the pure disrespect. No, it's all jokes, but this is the deal.
I mean, why are we being lazy?
This is the deal here. Essentially, Treestone gets JSN a first and 26 in the 309. J Stump gets Rome Odunze. That was the price of Rome Odunze in our league. And now Cass is up on the clock here at the 108.
Cass doesn't have a green mark here. I wonder if he's here. If not, I'm pretty sure he's a key.
Cass is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that green mark. Oh, boy.
Mighty says, want to talk no bench? Look at the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, for real. Fear the fork. WG, you know. You know.
Fear it. Where's your starters? Where's Jalen?
Baka says,
the nuts?
A hot take artists hate the Thunder because they can't talk about superstars. They're lazy. Or they just don't know superstars because they don't watch the Thunder's game. Jalen Williams is a superstar. SGA is a superstar. Chet Holmgren might have the best rookie season we've ever seen. Yeah, I know he didn't win Rookie of the Year, but this dude is making a playoff run. You know how rare it is for a starter, an important starter, to make a playoff run as a rookie like Chet is doing? Name a better playoff run. Okay, you guys aren't hearing me. I did not say Chet is a better player than Wemby. If that's what you heard, you weren't listening. I said this is one of the best rookie seasons we have ever seen, top to bottom, from regular season to playoffs. If you don't think Jalen Williams is a superstar, you ain't watching the Thunder. It's that simple. It is that simple.
I don't know, man.
Brandon says Celtics are going to win.
Not if the Knicks have anything to do with it. Come on.
I traded the first pick for the 104 and a future first. Man, you guys are not watching the Thunder. I am telling y'all. You guys are just not watching. It's okay. It's okay. You'll watch more. We're going further. I'm an OKC fan because I lived in Kansas City since I was 11 and followed Kevin Durant out of Texas. Then they moved from Seattle to Oklahoma City, went to the Oklahoma City games, and just been supporting them ever since they went to OKC.
OKC, man. Oh, here we go. Chris Haynes.
Okay, you guys are saying superstar, or are you saying like MVP level? But quite frankly, if you don't think Jalen Williams doesn't have a superstar ceiling, You're not watching the kid play. You're not watching the kid play. All right? I mean, redraft that draft. How high does Jalen Williams go? Right after Shet? Maybe ahead of Shet? He probably goes ahead of Shet.
I know nothing about basketball, so I can't talk to you. I just follow the Knicks and when they play and when they win. So that's all you boys. Casual
Superstars
basketball
lead
fan
teams
here.
to the playoffs. Jalen Williams just averaged almost 20 points and led, along with SGA, the youngest team to the playoffs, the youngest team to a playoff win, the youngest team to a playoff sweep.
Is this going to be an OKC live stream the whole time?
Bro, go watch back the live stream from last draft. It was like just Knicks. If you're not a Knicks fan, you're like, why am I watching this? You got to go back and watch that thing. Worthy off the board at the 108.
Oh, gosh. That's funny.
Look, obviously SGA is a star of that team, but Jalen isn't riding in a seat. That's ridiculous. Come on. All right, well, I guess you guys just got to find out. You guys just got to find out this playoffs in. Let's see. Let's see. I didn't call him a top 10 player. Oh my gosh. You guys. Just twisting my words into whatever it means for you.
Yeah, that's
Now,
hilarious.
what do you want to talk about Josh Giddey and what you want to say? Let's talk about it.
Freaking fly.
Brandon says he has SGA in his basketball dynasty. I love it. Connor says, Badaki and Zach, how do your leagues handle free agency post-draft? Ours right now is first come, first serve. Fab is the only way to... Yeah. It's if you're first come, first serve, then there's literally like no way around that.
Yeah. And if you don't know what Fab is basically every league owner or every team owner has a allocated money, which is Fab, like fantasy money. And you have to put in a bet or an offer for these players. So, for example, if, I don't know, Darnell Mooney is on waiver wires and you really want him, but you know somebody else wants him and he's going to put $10 Fab, you might have to put $15 Fab to get him or $11 Fab to get him. And so it's not a first come, first serve. And that waiver wire resets every week on a Wednesday. So it's not just, you can just pick up, drop, pick up, drop.
Yeah, you got to figure out that setting. It's got to be Fab.
Yeah.
Ian says, why is Giddey still playing? Giddey's still playing because when they went to the girl for information, the girl ghosted the police because she entered an underage bar illegally. Or she entered a bar underage illegally. So she would have gone to jail herself. That's why they didn't do it. So he said, she said at this point. Don't really know what to say about it. If your Fab isn't activated until after week 1, you got to figure that out. Then there's no way that you should be in a format where that's not possible.
Yeah.
Where do you rank OKC right now amongst remaining teams? I'd say really it's us and the Wolves in the West. Wolves are probably a better team on paper. They got more experience. Their defense is crazy. They're bigger than us. I will put this. I don't think anyone in the East can beat us outside the Celtics, though.
Wrong.
Wrong. Last place is shopping this pick.
Yeah, he is. Xavier Worthy off the board. I guess his stock is rising after that Rashid Rice incident, or at least accusations. That's kind of what I was expecting here. There goes Brian Thomas Jr. off the board there at the 109. Now Zach's on the clock again. Already traded back twice.
You know what I'm going to say. I'm open to moving back. And I'll just let everyone know the pick will be Lad McConkey here. If I stick and pick, that's the guy I'm taking. But I am open to moving back.
Our pick will be Lamb McConkey. Tay, it's a Knicks live stream. We're back to the Knicks live stream. It was OKC for a little bit. We're back with the Knicks.
Mile High says.
He said it would be Lamb McConkey. Interesting. You want another 25 first?
What's the offer?
25 first for that?
No.
Okay. He been her, ATJ. He didn't just get her. He been her.
Peter says just found the channel. Love the content.
Hey, we
you,
appreciate you, Peter. Thank you so much. It's a basketball stream as well, by the way. We appreciate you, man. This is a real draft with real people, real money on the line here, real live trades. Zach is on the clock here. He's traded back twice already from the 101 to the 104, then to the 106. He has the 110 as well. So let's see what he's going to be doing here. He did say in the chat to keep it transparent that this pick will be Lad McConkey. So if nobody wants to trade with him, he will take Lad McConkey, he said. All for the 25 first for that 110. He said absolutely not.
No way.
He said no way. Austin, man, I try to follow college football. It's really difficult. I'm actually gonna make a huge attempt to follow it this year. I actually don't have a specific team. I did say like one time it was Ole Miss because I was loving all those players that were coming out of Ole Miss, but it's not one team I love. I didn't grow up watching college football or I guess playing all the college football games, so I don't really have one specific team. I'm just a huge fan of football. Who is somebody I should follow? Maybe that's a good question for the chat. If I'm a new fan, how about this? I'm a fan of football and I'm from New York and I would love to support a New York team. Whatever that looks like. Now, I know it's probably very limited in college football. But I used to be a real fan of USF. Because when I used to live in Florida, I actually saw JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, when he played at USF. I saw him play in college, which was pretty awesome. Then he became a Giant and he won a Super Bowl. So, yeah, I know there's literally no teams outside of Syracuse, but there's not much happening in Syracuse either. So I just got to follow that team. $30 seconds here for Zach. My offer still stands.
Thanks, bro. All right, we're going to grab Lad here.
He goes Lad McConkey. Now Udo Hack, who has Marvin Harrison Jr. at the 102. And now he's on the clock at the 111. Huge Giants fan. Love that. Dylan, JPP was a GOAT in 2011 run. Yeah, 100%. TD Vulture say Rutgers. That's the thing. Like, I want to support New York team. I just know there's no really good college football teams, and like they have to be good.
Seven Goat says, why say who you're going to take? Doesn't that limit who you can trade with? Rather keep the element of surprise. I guess you can think about it that way. I've done that throughout this entire draft, though. Every pick, and I've moved back 3 times. And really, I'm just trying to build trust with people. I'll be honest with you. This is exactly who I'm going to take. If you want them, let's make a deal. If you don't, stay on the board. So, in a sense, if people want that player, then I think they're more likely to trade with me. And if they don't, yeah, I could be limiting it, but I'm trying to build that trust as I do my deals. Ian says, I know it's only May, but when you guys releasing the redraft draft guide?
Hey, that's a great question.
I'd say probably July.
Yeah. We'll probably say July as well.
Yeah. Bo Nix off the board here. And now Saxter is on the clock.
Saxter is on the clock here.
True, McConkey and McCarthy. The Mick twins. Maybe I just found a new team name.
There you go.
The Mick Tankers.
Looking for 25 for another. To make doubles. Team McDouble. That's funny. Fuck off. This is flying here. It's
I love when you do something on Sleeper and then the app just freezes and resets. That's so cool. So is Jalen actually injured?
Yeah, but it's weird because like the injury. When you see him get injured, he like grabs like his package, thinking like he got hit in the nuts and he'll be okay. But then he got called out, like they called a timeout, and he was like, "I need to get off. I need to get off." But now they're calling it a right foot injury. But like that was nothing. Like that injury was nowhere near.
All right.
Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Right. By the way, we had a like goal of 250 when the stream started. We're at 128, which is awesome. We appreciate y'all. Do us a favor and hit that like button. Simple way for you to help this channel grow. And by the way, we are 7 subscribers away from 13K.
Yeah.
So that would be absolutely awesome if we could hit 13,000 subs on this stream right here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's probably at least 7 people watching who haven't subscribed yet. There's probably 7 people who watch our content and they're just lurking and they don't realize they're not subscribed as well. Yeah. So there's probably 7 people out there. Do us a favor. If you haven't subscribed yet, make this the day you decide to subscribe. We appreciate y'all big time. Cinnamon Caleb. Cinnamon.
Saxer, I'm about to send you a message.
Okay. All right, Bowers is off the board, and now he's back on the clock here at the 2:01. And no trade window's been called yet, by the way.
No
but
trade
we've
windows.
had like 6 deals done.
The only person that's called the trade window is C-Bomb.
Ah, yeah.
At the moment.
No trade window, but we've still had plenty of action. I wanted to just hold mine for a moment and see what was going to be available as we went.
That makes sense.
Steven says y'all should be at 200 by now. I've hit the like button at least 35 times. I love it.
I love that as well.
Brock Bowers comes off the board at the 112. Comes off the board at the 112. Phone a friend, TD says. Phone a friend.
Phone him. Call him up.
ATJ earlier was saying, how do you describe a superstar? I guess like that's a fair question. I guess superstars maybe a term that's a little too loose there. I mean, would you say Jaylen Brown's a superstar? Let me ask you that. Would you guys say Jaylen Brown is a superstar? Because right now, if I were to start a NBA team, I'd build it around Jalen Williams over Jaylen Brown. I would say they're very close in how I'd value them if I started a franchise today. Okay, so Jaylen Brown's not a superstar. Okay, so a star. One level under that. I think Jalen Williams actually has a higher ceiling, but
I feel like superstars in the NBA are just people that have status but are also good at the game. And maybe that's my naiveness of the actual game, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like I think of superstars and I instantly go to the big names because not just because they're good, but also because of their status. LeBron James, Kevin Durant. I would say Kyrie.
Superstar is a household name. You know? That's interesting. I wouldn't say. That's not how I would define it, but that is interesting. I guess we all define it differently.
That's how that would be my definition of a superstar name. And then like those, but you're right. That's also within that household names.
That means Pat Bev is a superstar. See, that doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Pat Bev is not a superstar.
But is he a household name though? I wouldn't say he's a household name. But once again, I don't really know basketball like that. Like all the top of my head,
like household names, there's probably like 4. See, that to me is like not superstar status.
Right.
Like that's I wouldn't like a level above superstar status.
I wouldn't consider anyone the Knicks a superstar. I think they're really good players that are like having a good run. I would say like, I don't know, just players with status that are in the next level in the world, but also in their
every
field.
household. Jalen Brunson isn't going to be a name people know, but he's a superstar. In my opinion, he's a superstar. But in your average household that watch sports, not all of them are going to know Jaylen Brunson's name.
Yeah. So it's very interesting.
Shannon says Jalen Williams is a high floor, but he's hoping to be Jaylen Brown. See that? I'm sorry. I respect it, but I just don't know if you've watched Jalen Williams that much.
I don't even know who Jalen Williams is. Is that a dude on your team?
A superstar is someone who can be the best player on a championship team. Okay, that's interesting because I would disagree with that.
Superstar is someone who can be the best player on a championship team.
That means we have like maybe 5 superstars in the NBA then. Is that how you guys are defining it? See, because I wouldn't define it that way.
I don't know. Household name like LeBron, Steph, Giannis, Luka, Jock. Because you can have like.
Well, clearly Kevin Durant can't be the best player on a superstar on a. See, if we're using that, I guess that's going to get some people upset. Jonathan Brooks goes off the board there, but clearly, what we learned from Kevin Durant's career is he could not be the best player and lead a team to a championship. Does that mean he's not a superstar? He is.
But he's a superstar because of his name, not because of his talent. Like what he's done with his name outside of basketball. So like, yeah, he may have not led the team, and like be that guy. Like we've seen, like you could put LeBron or Kobe, whatever, but like his name outside of basketball is just as big in basketball. So he's considered a superstar, whether or not with the accolades. That's how I'm defining it.
Chase says it's simple, guys. A superstar is a star that is super. Don't overthink it. And you know what? That's
Maybe you are overthinking.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Saxter. I didn't even see your message about the window. I'm sorry, dude.
Brother, that is terrible. We're so sorry. Well, we can. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm asking him if he wants us to remove the pick and start his window because we didn't see it. That's our bad.
Yeah, we did not see that.
We can
We were
do that.
we were indulging in the conversation.
NBA, man. NBA is always a
I'm
problem
telling you,
here.
a basketball stream.
Freaking NBA. Okay, he says he's Gucci. He says he's good. Well, Duke says it's fine with me. I think
Oh, it's fine with
He's like, no, it's fine with me. Go do it. Do it again.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I agree. Katie is one of the best scorers ever. But if we're defining superstar as the best player on a team that wins a championship, Katie's never going to be that. And I love Kevin Durant, even though he, betrayed my trust.
He betrayed his trust.
You could make a case that Kevin Durant is a top 3 scorer all time. But he could not be the best player on a championship winning team. He's absolutely a superstar. I agree. I'm saying y'all are now seeing how tough it is to define the word superstar.
I would say this. Russell Westbrook was a superstar at one point, but he's not now.
Yeah, he won an MVP.
So
I agree. He absolutely was a superstar.
Well,
People are saying Katie was the best
wouldn't-
player on the Warriors. I disagree, but that's okay. Katie, let me ask the chat. Is Katie winning a championship without Steph Curry?
Is Steph Curry winning a championship without Katie?
Yeah. How many did he win without him?
I know.
Should we count?
That's funny.
I mean, we know who needed who. That's the issue there.
I can't say much because I don't know. I don't know much about basketball like y'all do. I don't know the in depths of it, but
Giannis, Jokic,
I know the big names.
SGA, LeBron, Luka, Embiid, Ant, Tatum, Curry, Katie would be my list. Trey Benson off the board.
Trigger Trey.
And love me some Trigger Trey. He is no longer available.
No longer, unfortunately.
All right, I'll say Jalen Williams is an ascending star. He is a star already. He is a star already. Let's be straight. He's a star already. Jalen Williams is. Fair enough. He's not a superstar. My bad. I think he has superstar ceiling. I think he can be a top 15 player in the NBA. Like Paul George is his ceiling.
Grizzleton, I was trying to trade for him, actually. He's doing everything to get into that 202. Oh man, superstar. What about the dude that plays with Joe, that Murray guy? Is he a superstar?
No, Jamal Murray's not a superstar. He's a star, so I can see where people are coming from.
Okay. Once again, I don't know basketball, so I'm trying to give out names. Dante DiVincenzo, superstar.
Yeah, SGA is definitely a superstar. Are people saying he's not? They want to fight me? Shannon says SGA isn't a superstar yet. Brother, I mean...
Jalen Brunson back on the court.
What does SGA need to do? Okay. I mean, this is the disrespect I'm talking about for the Thunder, man.
Who's SGA again? I have no idea who that is.
Crazy, dude. SGA is not a superstar.
Oh, okay, this guy. This guy.
Come on, bro. You are crazy for saying that. That is wild. Look at his games played in past years. So are we defining superstar as what they did a year ago?
Yes, Brunson's back in. I'm excited.
I don't know, man. That's crazy. What? Shannon, brother. Man, y'all gonna make me act up. Okay, fair enough.
I wish I had say because I don't know who this guy is. So
Bro, you are talking about SGA. You're saying he's not a superstar. What am I supposed to do here, Shannon? I don't even know where to start the conversation. I do not know what to say.
Good shit, Dante. All the way to hit that, baby. Come on.
I mean, earlier you said Jalen Williams' ceiling was Jaylen Brown. And now you're saying SGA is not a superstar. Respectfully, I just don't think you've even watched the Thunder play. I don't think you've watched us. And that's okay, because a lot of people haven't. Yes, Badaki just said he doesn't know who SGA is because Badaki doesn't watch basketball, brother.
Yeah, I don't watch basketball.
He doesn't watch basketball.
God, I've been saying that. I don't know who SGA is. I looked him up. He's on his Oklahoma City
trade window. Sorry, go ahead.
Shai Gillis Alexander. For Udahak? Okay. Yeah, I don't watch it. I've been saying this. I like the game of basketball and I follow the Knicks. And look, I'll say this. I don't follow the Knicks religiously. I follow the Knicks because I'm from New York and that's what my family follows, and I've always grew up watching the Knicks. 2, I think basketball and the NBA play way too many games for me to enjoy because I feel like all the games are pointless. And I'll only watch the games during the playoffs. And if the Knicks are in the playoffs, I'm going to follow them. So, been saying that. I've been saying, and that hasn't been a surprise. And Dante, I don't know basketball though. I'm with you. I don't know Dante DiVincenzo and Jalen Brunson.
I did not know I'd have to come on this stream today and discuss if SGA is a superstar in the league. I did not think I'd have to have that conversation.
Wait, so it's only this guy saying that he's not a superstar, or other people saying that?
Everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's got an opinion, and they're totally welcome to it. But fair enough about the Jalen Williams argument, but to say SGA is not a superstar. I mean, earlier we were talking about top 15 player in the league, right? Best player to lead their team. We're talking about the guy who was, what was he, second in MVP voting this year? What in the... I think if you polled NBA fans and asked them, is SGA a superstar? I think it'd be like 94% yes.
And that's a charge. Boys, Jalen Brunson's back in the game and something special is happening. The atmosphere is changing. What did you say? There's no better atmosphere than the Thunder's playoffs. No, there was like the first game of the playoffs when OKC was playing. You texted something in the chat and he was like, "Name a better atmosphere." Or there's better.
No, I stand by that. Like that. Oklahoma City has no professional team outside of the Thunder. I mean, that is a college atmosphere. And anyone who watched college basketball and you watch college sports knows that the atmosphere at a college game is a different level to professional sports. It just is. There's a different type of blood in there. And that's what the Thunder have. They got that college level support from the area.
Love that.
Shannon, I think Shannon's trolling at this point. I really don't. He says SGA is a star. He's a baller. I would start a team with him. Would you? You'd start a team with one of the best players in the NBA? You reckon? He says, but he isn't a superstar.
I guess the bigger question is, Shannon, before we even continue, what is your definition of a superstar?
It's certainly not a top 2 player in the NBA, apparently.
Respecting him, I'm not denying that he's incredible. But the average non-fan doesn't know SGA. He can't be a superstar. Well, I can understand that point because I don't know who SGA is, and that's what I was saying. A superstar, in my definition, not to Zach's, who's someone that doesn't watch basketball, is somebody that is big outside of its game. So I can understand that, but I don't know if he's a superstar within the game now. Like, take me out of it, and is he a superstar within the game?
Like I said, I think if you asked, okay, so take an average person out of it. If you asked 1,000 NBA fans and you polled them, is SGA a superstar? Like I said, I think 990 of them would say yes.
Yeah, you see, the average fan knows SGA. So, like, I'm not, and there you go. I'm not the average fan, Matthew and Shannon. So, like, I don't watch basketball. I can't tell you. I understand the game. I know how it plays. I know the rules. I know a little bit of the history about the Knicks specifically. Bulls. I used to love the Detroit Pistons growing up. With Ben Wallace and all that other Chauncey Billups. That was a classic. I used to play with him on 2K. But I don't know.
Look, I can respect it. I don't understand it. I mean, that's not uncommon on our channel, though. We try and be open to different people's opinions, but I can respect it. I don't understand it, but I can respect it. I think SGA's been a superstar. I think he was a superstar last year. But I just different opinions. Different opinions. I mean, you got NBA on Shaquille O'Neal said SGA's MVP, right? He's not a superstar, guys. Shaquille O'Neal said that's my MVP. Not a superstar.
Not a superstar. Back on the clock here with 40 seconds left. I used to play with the Detroit Pistons back in the day with Tayshaun Price, Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace.
Yes! Finally! It's finally worked! There has not been a draft so far this year where I have been able to take what I think is one of the best values in a draft. I'm so excited. I was shitting bricks. This player, there's not a team in all of Dynasty football, in any Dynasty league anywhere, that fits better than Michael Penix and my dog shit team in this league. There is not a more perfect fit in any league anywhere. My team is absolutely awful. I do not want to win this year. I do not want Michael Penix to start. Beautiful. God is good. Amen. Welcome, Michael Penix Jr. Hey, you're going to be on a dog shit team here, but we'll take you, and we're happy to wait.
He's moving.
That's why I didn't take Bo Nix. I had a plan. I know. Bo was higher. Bo was higher in my rankings. I know that, but I had a plan.
He are a mistake. Jalen and one. Oh, don't hurt him, baby. He's doing it. He's doing it for the culture. He's doing it for the Knicks. He's doing it for the beautiful city of New York. Talk it up.
Love that. Marcos says I'm a bad team too. I got him at the 210.
For the city of New York, huh? They calling MVP. Stoudemire is there. Carmelo Anthony's there.
7 Goat says Penix at the 207. You love to see it.
This is the basketball stream. I don't know why we're doing a freaking rookie draft here. We should start an NBA channel.
AK1 says, played basketball for 15 years competitively, never seriously followed the NBA, and I don't know who SGA is. I mean, clearly you don't follow basketball, just like my brother Benaki here.
I don't. I love the game though. I genuinely believe that if you cut the game, the league, and not the league in half, but you cut the games in half of the season, I would love the game of basketball. I just can't follow it. The games feel too long. Like the season feels too long. Like I don't got to play 100-something games. You don't. Why? I don't know. That's just my own.
This was one of the most entertaining regular seasons in a long time. I mean, the number 1 seed in the West, literally every single game counted. The number 1 seed in the West was a 3-way tie this year. Every point mattered in every game. So I don't know. I gotta respectfully disagree.
I mean, once again, I can't look. Okay, look, there's 82 games I'm not watching 82 games. And there's another 3 from OP. We're coming back. I don't know. I can't follow it. I can't sit down. Yes, and there's so many games a week, and there's so much entertainment. But like what bothers me is I feel like players are saying, well, it's okay, I don't have to play this week, or you can sit people sometime this week because you have another 60 games to play. I don't like that idea. And the Knicks are turning it over, and it's Dante DiVincenzo. Name another white boy named Dante. I love saying that's my favorite saying. I'm gonna get a post over here. I don't know. That's me. Yeah. I hate the MLB as well, Jesse, but I love the playoffs. I remember one year Zach was like, "You watching baseball right now?" I was like, "Brother, it's the playoffs."
Yeah, like, no, I mean, I get it for baseball because I think baseball is like 100 and isn't baseball like 180 games or something like that? So,
bro,
baseball I understand, but
it's just too much.
NBA, there's action every single game. I mean, you could go watch like the Hornets versus the Warriors, and someone could drop 50, and there could be highlight dunks. You'd be like, "This is the NBA," you know?
Yeah.
But I get it. Obviously, like the casual fan doesn't watch the regular season for most sports anyway.
Yeah, I love the game. I genuinely love basketball. I love watching it. I mean, I used to play basketball, and well, I wasn't like on the team. But like I used to go to the courts with your boys and go to the Y, and we used to play. But I love the game of basketball. I can't watch it with 82 games for my team. And
no, I agree with baseball. I can't watch it, but I didn't really grow up playing baseball either. And baseball is such a drawn-out game. That's the issue with baseball. Baseball is so drawn. I mean, you could be there 6 hours. So
yeah.
that is tough. That is tough for sure. Hey, and Shannon's still talking about SGA. Look.
Oh, sorry, Udo.
We're just not going to agree, brother. We're just not going to agree here, and that's okay.
Wow.
But I respect your opinion. I don't agree with it, but I respect your opinion, and it is welcome here. Troy Franklin goes at the 205. Troy Franklin at the 205. Oodle Hack, I'll send you a little something.
Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to the Kings. Baseball way better. I used to watch baseball back in the day. My family was huge on baseball. I mean, baseball is dying when your family stops watching it, like the old heads. And maybe even my family wasn't that big of a baseball fan when you really think about it, because like the old heads still love baseball, but like my family, they don't really watch baseball anymore like that. And I think that's what's so exciting about the NFL is because every game is crucial. It's a 16,
Yeah, I agree with
17
that.
game season, and every game is crucial. Like week one, it's like, damn, like you know that's gonna have, you know, um an effect in your season long term. But you can lose the first 10 games of the season in the NBA, and then they can be the number one seed, which is great. But what happens if that was cut in half? Like your drive and your momentum and your mental and the way you approach the NBA season, if it was potentially cut in half, would be different. But
Yeah, I can see that. They'll literally never do that, and the reason is because they'll lose
so much money.
millions and millions and millions of
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah.
Steven says, I'm the king of agree to disagree. I think I just want people to feel comfortable sharing their opinions. And, you know, like Shannon here, I definitely don't agree, but I'm glad he can share his opinion here. That's hopefully what we can build on this channel. But Marcos made a great point. He says, baseball is fun if you watch it in person, and it's cheap. And that is true.
Yeah.
Going to a baseball game is really fun. Get you a hot dog, you know, spend what, $10 for seats. I remember I used to watch the Kansas City Royals. We were awful for a long time. And anyway, yeah, I definitely agree with that thought.
Never got into hockey though. Never got into hockey. I remember I used to go to Blockbuster and force myself to rent the hockey game so I can understand it, and I still couldn't get it. It was so, and I don't understand how people even the hockey game and the NHL games, it was hard to even see the puck in the hockey game. Holy shit.
Hockey is tough. I really think you have to grow up around hockey, to be honest.
All right, I'm on the clock here.
Okay.
I traded the 211 and a future third to get the 206.
Okay.
And I'm going to be taking a wide receiver here. I'm going to take Ricky Pearsall.
All right, Ricky Pearsall goes off the board. Tree Stone, I'm going to send you something here.
Travel? Okay. I mean, the Pacers are choking this. Brunson just came back on the court, and it's just all mental. And Anunoby. Oh. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Oh, you gotta stunk that, brother. You gotta disrespect him. Anyways. Tree, I just sent you something.
Ben Sinnott off the board here.
Cass, I'm gonna send you a trade.
Xavier Legette off the board.
Last place, Joe. Okay.
Surprised Legette fell that far.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was gonna go right after Ricky. Tree takes Ben. Very interesting.
Wow. Kind of a crazy round 2.
Yeah, it is. Last place, Joe. I'm gonna send you something.
I have no idea who Connor McDavid is. I'm not going to lie to you. Marshawn Lloyd off the board.
All right, now Udo Heck has back-to-back picks here.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen
Polk. And
Jermaine
Jermaine
Burton.
Burton.
Now Cass is on the clock here.
Where is Ben Sinnott?
I'm gonna send you another trade here right now, Cass. If you're interested.
Same.
Obi! What are you doing? Oh, Dante. There's Dante. Obi looks hurt too. Brunson's doing it by himself on a bum leg. Is Obi cramping? I think he's cramping. I'm about to send you something right here.
All right, Blake Corum comes off the board. Man, I'll be honest with you. I'm shocked nobody wants Terry McLaurin. Like, I get it, but I've been trying to shop him for these picks. If you're a contender, man, you need a flex. Go buy Terry McLaurin. I mean, I can't even sell him for a late second. That is wild. But we've got Cheddar Bob.
Cheddar Bob
This
here with a comp pick.
Is your comp pick? Let us know who you want. Gary, by the way, has a donation while we wait on this.
Gary, man, thank you so much.
He says, do I take RB2, Benson, or Coleman at the 202 if I'm taking Neighbors in the first? Need a running back more than the wide receiver. For us, it would just be best player available. We would never do just like fill a need in a draft. But for me, the best player available would be Trey Benson. I have him over Keon, and I know that's not consensus. So consensus is going to tell you to go Keon.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes, I agree. I said yes.
Yep.
All right. Looks like Cheddar Bob is talking. Still waiting here. Gotta get this comp graphic ready for you. Just FYI.
Yep.
Oh, and one topping. He's stopping a while.
Okay, A.D. Mitchell is the pick here.
Okay. Adonai Mitchell. Off the board. He is the comp pick here.
If you guys refresh your draft, A.D. Mitchell will be no longer available. And I like that. I like that pick there.
I do like that pick. I'll be honest, I was trying to trade up for him. It's like, well, okay, I'll get some value here.
And it looks like Mile High wants to call his trade window. So let's start that. So he's got 5 minutes on the clock. And I need to change it to 3 minutes for
3 minutes
for this part of the draft. 3 minutes in rounds 3 and 4.
All right, that graphic is up on the drive there.
Okay, cool.
If you want to add that. And Mile High. Mile High. This fucking fly, I swear. Sorry. Come on, boys. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see.
Down by 3 here.
Steven says, A.D. Mitchell, future superstar. But can he do it on a cold night in Wembley?
Can he do it on a cold night in Wembley? Jalen! Oh, he got the bounce! Let's go! I don't watch basketball, though. Absolute mental.
So A.D. Mitchell's off the board. Mile High is shopping the pick now.
Just send you trade Mile High.
Malachi Corley comes off the board.
Okay, so he goes with Malachi Corley. Cass is on the clock here.
Let's resume that clock there.
Wow. Something special is happening in New York at the Garden. The New York Knicks, baby. Terrence, talk it up. Talk that up, man. Some of you guys have seen all those memes on Twitter, like the side talk New York after the Knicks win and how much they just go off on like the opposing team. So funny. Great pick there. Great pick.
Jalen Wright off the board.
Jalen Wright is off the board there.
Padaki is on the clock. Gary says Mason has Coleman at 66. Zach, you have him at 117. Quite the disparity. Is this like overall rankings? 66 feels... Well, that's like a top 5 round pick, no? Super flex startup.
Don't forget to put that graphic on the... Oh, you did. Sorry, never mind.
Let's see what you mean here.
Yeah, I have to update my my rankings. They put a new update out.
I haven't really checked where anyone has other players at this point.
Yeah, same. I haven't either.
So he has him at wide receiver 26. Yeah, that would be too high for me, but I'm at 41. Where would I don't? You haven't updated your rankings yet.
No.
So, it's just a little too high for me. But we're notoriously not key on guys before the NFL draft, so we could be too ignorant, too stubborn.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I'm gonna take Roman Wilson here. Okay.
Roman Wilson off the board. Yes, sir. Comp pick. Comp pick is the winner of the toilet bowl. So the people who don't make the playoffs, they get put in the toilet bowl bracket, and whoever wins that wins the 213, if you will. No worries, Gary. No worries. Appreciate you, Lazy Bones. So, yeah, good to get on the stream. No worries, Shannon. No worries, brother. Jalen McMillan comes off the board. My dude at the 304.
Oh no, left hamstring for Obi.
Steve says, come for fantasy football, stay for the Knicks watch along.
Come on, people love it. I'm telling you, people love the conversations.
Yeah.
Who's SGA?
We don't know.
Not a superstar. Mile High. Check your DMs, brother. Wait, who said that it was the 10?
Who said what?
Nothing.
You said what? With who? Zach and Badaki superstars. I appreciate that. Jatavion Sanders off the board here.
Jatavian.
Jamarion C. Breeze. So Corley's gone. Wright is gone. Roman Wilson is gone. AD, Jalen, and Sanders.
I'm about to send you something mile high.
Mile High here has Sanders and Corley.
And one, baby. Talk that shit up. Check mile high here. Send a message.
Connor says, I challenge you to watch the hockey game tonight. Okay. Yeah, you know, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
I don't even think they show I don't even think they show hockey. Or actually they do. Looks like hockey's in the playoffs. And they got the Braves and Red Sox right now, or so it's the finals. So it looks like that game ended. All right, you have a pick. You have a couple fourths. I have the 411 here. Very interesting how this draft went, I'll tell you.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, very interesting. Got Troy Franklin at the 2-5, but we haven't seen go that high.
Mm-hmm. Your boy got Michael Penix finally.
Yeah, you got Michael Penix. I got Ricky Pearsall and Roman Wilson, which is pretty hot. Got a first-round wide receiver. And Roman Wilson. Sheesh.
I traded back like 15 times.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Saxer's telling us who's going to take. I feel like at this point of the draft, though, I don't think I would tell people who I'm going to take, though. Because I feel like there's probably like 6 players people have in mind at each of these
people
picks.
really like some of these players, so.
But I love wearing your heart on your sleeve, Saxter. You know me, I've been doing that.
Help him. Box out. Jesse said, "Watch the Oilers game." Who's the team here? Who's the team to watch? I just don't get it. Can you explain to me, hockey fans, why are you laughing?
Spencer Rattler off the board because I just think it's funny starting off that way. Can you explain to me, hockey fans? I don't know.
Can you explain to me the rules of fighting? What, like, I don't understand. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Well, can you explain to me the rules of it and like how they can just? All right, guys, square up. You ready? He's like, "You ready, boys? Square up. Come on, boys. Fucking lock in. We're down by 1." He said 5-minute penalty each player. Oh, so you get to choose to fight, and then you get a 5-minute penalty. 5-minute penalty. I'm interested. I don't get it. Like I have it up right now. He said, but you can drop the gloves whenever. Oh, word? You just drop them gloves, but like square up. Oh, they're fighting right now. Holy shit! I turned it on. They're full on fist fighting. I'm watching. I don't know what game this is. It's not the Oilers game, but they're wearing a red jersey and a gold jersey. Boston and Florida, I'm assuming. Yes, you can choose to fight. If you start to fight, each player gets a 5-minute penalty. But what happens if you don't choose to fight? What happens if somebody just comes swinging? Then you just look like a pussy if you don't fight back, right?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like I don't want a 5-minute penalty. Don't hit me. But then you're just a little bitch, really. Also, the guy who fights gets a penalty and you don't. Right, okay. All right, looks like we potentially had I know. Well, let's see. Was there a trade? No, there wasn't a trade. All right, so it says Walker off the board. Now Stay Puff is on the clock.
I am now the proud owner of private healthcare.
Hey, it is an absolute must. Ever since Ellen got her surgery and we paid out of pocket for it, we instantly got healthcare. And we were like, we just got to do this. Like, she wasn't going to live going through an attack and going to the hospital and saying, well, you should stay for a doctor. It's like, well, is that going to push me up the line to get my gallbladder out or her gallbladder out?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you just don't know. So we just like, you know what? We just have to pay out of pocket. We pay like $6-7 grand, which is terrible.
Crazy.
But like, it was a necessity to get it done.
Tez Walker.
Aldrich
I really wanted
Estime.
Aldrich. I'm not going to lie to you.
Now C bombs on the clock. So, he said, Dylan said, I got you guys. Watch from Canada. I love that, Dylan. Thank you so much. He said, you either fight back or act like you might until an enforcer jumps in on your behalf. Right, okay. Yeah, so I'm watching this Florida-Boston game. Florida's up 6-1 until in the third quarter until this Oilers game is on. At least that's what they're showing here in Australia, what we have. And Florida's slapping him. Will Shipley off the board. Now you're on the clock here.
I am on the clock, and I'm actually really hyped. Haven't had a share of Luke McCaffrey yet. So he's going to join my team here. Day 2 Capital. And obviously, I know the connection with the Peters family. So I am probably going to add him here. I'm just looking at my options.
Right.
Yeah, I think it is going to be him.
Wow. Josh Hart, what a bang, brother.
We're going to grab Luke McCaffrey, the bloodline, the aura. It's just too much. It's just too much to say no to.
Aura.
And I'm going to draft a player that I did not expect to draft here.
Okay.
I'm simply thinking handcuff.
Simply thinking it.
If any of these guys... Oh, wait a second.
Oh, uh-oh. Good thing you didn't say the name. Good thing you didn't say the name.
Okay,
3
things
periods,
just got
only...
interesting.
So there's 3 periods, only 3 3 20-minute periods. So 3 quarters, I'm assuming, right? I guess you call it periods.
We're going to grab Kamani here.
Kamani, Vidal, Eric, All, Cheddar Bob on the clock here.
And that's great. I got 3 players in mind here. So that's actually totally fine. I got 3 guys in mind for the 406.
Or destroying them. Backup goalie is in, I think. Oh, down. It's on commercial now, so I can't watch. I'm back in the next game. Love talking hockey, but Knicks are important. Down by 2 here. 7 minutes. Obi-Wan Kenobi is not on the out for the rest of the game.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Jalen! Yeah, that's why I call him Obi-Wan Kenobi. Malik Washington off the board. Naudo Hack is here.
Is Stay Puffed active? Yeah, love that.
Yeah. He drafted Audric Esme.
No, I wanted to send him an offer. Zach officially has the McTrio. That's true. I didn't even put that together. McCaffrey, McConkey, McCarthy. That's actually hilarious.
Oh, and he missed it. Let's go. Oh, Brunson with a 3. Oh my gosh. Bang, bang, bang. Why is this guy not commentating this shit?
What is this guy on about?
Honestly.
Stay puffed. Check DMs, brother.
He said, don't just cheer for the Leafs. You have a lifelong disappointment. I'm assuming that's a hockey team. No freaking idea.
What's the score here in this next game?
Up by 5 right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, you sure? Up by 5?
No, it's up by 3 now. Or up by 2, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Because they just scored a 3-pointer.
All right,
A little
Isaac
bit behind on the
Carindo is Stay Puffed here with us.
He's there. He's got a blue mark or green mark. Which hockey team should I support, guys? And what's a power play? I keep seeing power play. It says Florida power play. And
you should support the New York Rangers, brother. If you're
I
in New
should.
York.
I'm on New York. You're actually so right. Apparently the Rangers are good though.
I'm thinking handcuff. Braylon Allen. Oh, welcome to the squad.
Here's when someone has a penalty. All right. So they're playing down a player. Support the Mighty Ducks. 5v4, right? Okay. And the clock is then counting down.
I'm back on the clock.
Oh, Zach's on
the deal was very simple. All I did is send my 4th next year for the 407 here with Stay Puffed. And we're going to grab Brendan Rice here.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the Rangers. Let's look at this playoff standing. Let's go to NHL table. Oh, the Rangers.
I mean, that's definitely going to be the 401 next year. Oh, well. This team is going to look completely different.
Oh, you have Atlantic Division and the Metropolitan Division? Wow. The Rangers are first in the Metropolitan Division. Just learning here today. There's 2 divisions in the East and West. Of course, New York Rangers are number 1. You feel me? There goes big old Theo Johnson. That's what I was
Theo
hoping
Johnson off the board.
I was hoping he was going to fall to me.
The bloodline. Yes, Jesse. But yeah, shout out to you guys for noticing that I have McCarthy, McConkey, and McCaffrey. Because you've inspired my new team name, which is the McBooty Boys.
The McBooty Boys. Bruh.
I'm actually really happy with how this is going.
Biter.
Yeah, this is a nail biter. I wouldn't mind staying on until this is over.
Dante! It's Dante. Name another fucking white boy. Name Dante.
You are so far behind.
I'm so far behind. That's okay. Watch it with me.
For you, then.
Watch it with me.
Cade Stover off the board. Stay puffed. Back on the clock here at the 4:10.
Kate Stover. Theo Johnson. Kate Stover.
Tomorrow we get to see no-name player Shea Gilgeous-Alexander against no-name player Luka Doncic. It's crazy these guys are so far in the playoffs and they have nobody.
That's
Tyrone
hilarious.
Tracy, loved the pick. That was the one other guy I really wanted.
That's what I wanted right there. Damn it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I'm behind.
I could mean anything.
Don't ruin it for me.
I could literally mean anything.
I'm taking my time here. Josh Hart. Back to Jalen. Jalen with the dagger. Dante got the rebound. Number 5. Good motherfucking block.
Number 5.
I'm taking Dylan Lob. Lob.
That's how you know you're only a fan in the playoffs. Number 5 for the score.
I have no idea who that is.
I love it. All right, guys. That is the draft. And looks like you're getting a win week 1. So congratulations.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And let's have a look at what the old roster is looking like. Unfortunately, Xavier, I hate to do this. It breaks my heart. But thank you for your service.
Get him off the team. Got 3 players off. Wait a minute.
We're going to put Brendan in the taxi here. Brendan Rice. And I already dropped a ton of bad players, so I don't have to do much here.
Appreciate you guys. We appreciate it. I don't know if you want to be on, watch the game, but all good if you don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Up to you. Well, you can join the stream, so you can end it whenever.
Yeah. So Brendan's gone. Honestly, Jelani, I don't know, dude. I'm not even sure it's worth holding you at this point, bud. I mean, I'm just not sure it's worth holding you. Sorry, Kenneth, but welcome to the waiver wire.
Yeah. Welcome to the waiver wire.
Welcome to the waiver wire, lad. I appreciate your vigor. I appreciate your...
Thank you for your service.
Your love of life. But unfortunately, you're not part of our long-term plans here.
My team's looking like Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, James Cook, Puka Nacua, Nico Collins, David Njoku, T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, putting Ricky Pearsall there, Kirk Cousins, got Justin Fields on the bench, Ramondre Stevenson, Darnell Mooney, Wando Robinson with Roman Wilson.
Any teams out there who want a little boost? They're trying to compete. Hit me up for Terry. And outside of that, that's probably it for today. I mean, we got Dan, the guy, saying thoughts on Rasheen Ali. Kind of indifferent. I really did like Rasheen Ali, but yeah,
I think it's a tough pathway. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's just Justice Hill's there. You've got Keaton Mitchell, who will come back, and obviously Derrick Henry. So without an injury, I don't think he's going to be very valuable. But with an injury, definitely could happen.
Multiple injuries.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities that he clears the other two names. And Keaton won't be healthy to start the year, but I don't know. I'm not very hopeful.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not hopeful as well.
But that is it, guys. We appreciate y'all big time. Again, thanks for coming out. Thanks for showing love. Badaki will be live tomorrow night doing his thing. I'll be back next week.
Grading Dynasty teams.
Yes. So I guess it is a good time to promo. I mean, tomorrow night, Badaki will be live grading Dynasty teams. If you want your team reviewed, it's very simple. All you got to do is become a Mother Flocker member with the promo code LAND. We just put a direct link in the chat. If you watch this later, you can see the link in the description. But you get our rookie report, you get a team review, you get rankings, you get the whole 9 yards, a DM to us, and obviously you're supporting us as well. We appreciate y'all big time. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you soon. All love.
Go Knicks.
Go Knickerbockers.
Come on, baby. Talk it up.
No name Jalen Brunson leading you to the
playoffs. I'll be watching SGA No Superstar tomorrow during the live stream, and we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Great guy.
All right.
I have no idea.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Later.